Alright, ladies and gentlemen, fight fans all around the world, let's talk some boxing. So, we're going to talk about Muhammad Ali and some of the common misconceptions about him. So, I was talking to a gentleman, and he was talking about, when Muhammad Ali, after the rumble in the jungle with George Foreman, that, he lost his speed and power, and that's the reason why, he lost to Larry Holmes. And he believed that Larry Holmes, if Muhammad Ali was before the rumble in the jungle, if he was, the Larry Holmes of the Muhammad Ali of '79, that he wouldn't have lost to Larry Holmes. Instead, he would have beaten Larry Holmes, and very easily. And I tried to explain to them the flaws in Muhammad Ali and why Larry Holmes was able to beat him, and that no matter if Muhammad Ali was fast or powerful, strong, that Holmes was still have beaten him. So these guys, they don't really get it. And there's this common consensus by some people that the Cassius Clay, when Muhammad Ali was Cassius Clay, that he actually was quicker, sharper, he's all about not getting hit, and that he was a better fighter, and that, he would have prevailed over these guys. So as a result of that, I want to give you information to show you guys Cassius Clay. Okay, because I think a lot of you guys never really watched at Cassius Clay's fights to understand what I'm talking about. And Cassius Clay was Cassius Clay. He wasn't Muhammad Ali from his debut in 1960, his first fight, all the way up. He declared he was Muhammad Ali when he faced Sonny Liston. So after he beat Sonny Liston, I don't know if it was the first or second fight of the Sonny Liston fights, he said, I'm no longer being called Cassius Clay, I'm going to be called Muhammad Ali. I don't know if it was the second fight or the first. We know he fought Sonny Liston in his 20th and 21st fight. So one of these two, either in 1964 or 1965, he said he was Muhammad Ali. Okay? Now before this, he was known as Cassius Clay. And we'll see evidence of that in a minute. But before he faced Sonny Liston, he faced Doug Jones in 1963. Okay, he was 14.5 pounds heavier than Doug Jones. Okay, he was Cassius Clay, the same speedy Muhammad Ali hit and not get hit Muhammad Ali, right? He was that dude, right? We're going to examine that fight. Okay, I keep on talking about this Doug Jones fight, but you guys don't really pay attention to what I'm saying. So I'm actually going to show you pieces of the fight so you will understand what I'm talking about. First of all, the official scoring had it a close fight. The two judges had it 5-4 to Muhammad Ali. It was a 10-rounder. One round was even. Okay. The referee had a ridiculous score. He had it 8 rounds to 1 for Muhammad Ali. I don't know how, but that's just what it was. Okay. The judges saw it one way. The referee saw it another way. The Associated Press had it for Jones. Okay, so the Associated Press, they had it for Jones, and it shows you it was a close fight, kind of like Kovalev versus Ward, right? The UPI, I'm not sure what UPI stands for, but the UPI, they had it for Cassius Clay. The Long Beach Press, they had it for Clay. The Oakland Tribune, they had it for Jones. Okay. In the Associated Press, 7 people had it for Clay, 5 people had it for Jones, and 3 had it even. In the UPI, 25 writers, 13 had it for Jones, 10 had it for Clay, and 2 had it for even. So it was a very close fight. This was a fight in which Cassius Clay was the 3-1 favorite, and a few days before the fight, Cassius Clay had predicted that he would knock out Jones, not in 6 rounds like he said earlier, but in 4 rounds. And this fight went the distance. Okay? So, I'm going to show you some of the flaws in Cassius Clay's game that Doug Jones exposed, and later on we saw it in its full bloom in the Joe Frazier fight. Okay, Doug Jones was a short fighter like Joe Frazier. You didn't have reach advantage, you didn't have height advantage, you didn't have none of that, right? Jones scores the first punch to the body on Muhammad Ali. You saw that? Alright, let's keep it going. I'm not going to go through the entire fight. I'm just going to go through pieces of it. He goes to the lead right to the body, misses. Muhammad Ali hasn't hit anybody yet. Then he goes to the right to the body and the left hook to the head. The head hook is short, and I think the right hook to the body landed. Then you get a right uppercut to the body and then a right hook to the head. You can see Ali clinging on. He's going to turn him. Jones is working through the clinch. There's a right to the body again by Jones. There's a left jab to Muhammad Ali's face, a spare jab to be precise. Muhammad Ali hasn't scored yet. Okay, because Ali is establishing distance, Jones misses with that shot. Very good work by Ali. Jones is pushing him back. Okay, now Jones throws a right hook to the body that lands. Then he throws a spare jab up to Muhammad Ali's face, which misses. Here's Ali snapping back. You know what happens next? I'll show you. And that's why I told you. When Ali throws a jab, notice he jabs downwards. He leaves the right side of his face open for this. Want to see that again? I'm going to show you. Saw all of this already. That's a jab to the body. Okay. Okay, I'm going to slow it down a little bit because you see Ali snapping back. It's the same thing happened with George Foreman, except it was a left hook instead Foreman landed. Right? Ali snapping back there. Watch what happens with this overhand right. He's snapping back, but the hand is out jabbing, right? Watch what happens. Alright? So I told you guys you need to go watch the Doug Jones fight. Let's watch it again in slow motion. So he throws a right hook, which is actually rolled by Ali. I thought it was to the body. He throws a straight jab. Ali has his hands extended out, his jab extended out to keep range and distance as he's snapping back. Boom. Okay? Now let's look at it a little bit later on in the fight to see what's going on. Because it was a close fight. Again, very good defense by Jones. None of the shots land. Jones slipping and sliding onto the inside. Catches him with the jab this time, Ali. Ties him up. Still works the body. See the left hook to the body. Right hook to the side. Ali pushes him off because Ali can not fight on the inside. He has to fight on the outside. That's where his fight is. His reach. So it's an overhand right that lands on Jones flush on his jaw. Jones takes it. Leaping left hook. See that? And see Ali tries to move out the way of the leaping left hook. And Ali is tired. Okay? Let's keep this moving a little bit. This is round 3. That was round 2. That's Cassius Clay, folks. He ain't jumping around anymore. He ain't jumping and bouncing around anymore. This time he was hunting down Jones. Stalking him. Jones is ready to come in. Ali puts his guard up finally. He tries to throw a jab to the pit. It falls short. Tries to throw a jab again. This is to keep Jones at range. Misses as Jones, of course, slips or bobs under the punch. Because Jones can bob and weave. Jones gets to the inside as usual. Nothing significant yet by the boxer. Nice little jab there by Ali. Caught Jones. Throws the jab. Jones is looking to counter the jab. Comes over the top with the overhand right. Kind of misses Ali there. Misses him again. He's falling short with his punches now. That's a jab to the chest. It still falls short. Ali snaps back out of it. Ali stays on the outside of the range of the fighter. Just on the outside. All those shots are blocked by Jones. Jones parried away that shot. Comes to the inside. Ali's bracing for it. It misses the jab. There's a nice right hook to the body by Jones. There it is. Ali's forearms blocking Jones from getting that leaping left hook into him. It's a jab again. Ali misses with his shots, his 1-2s. Catches him there with the jab this time. Catches him again with the jab. Jones gets on the inside, but again, he is smothered. Even though he catches him with an uppercut just now there. Now again, I want you to see that. I want you to see that because this is the problem with Muhammad Ali. If you jab with him, you're likely to land your jab on Ali every single time because Ali does not have his hand to catch or slap down the jab. His hand goes to the side when he's jabbing. Let me show you it again. You guys need to see that again. Watch it again. Beautiful jab by Ali. Okay, we'll come to it in a minute. I'm thinking of just slowing it down completely so you can see what I'm talking about. Get caught with the uppercut there. Alright, here it is. Look how far Ali's guard is so he can't catch a jab. See? He can't catch the jab because his guard is to the side. I want you to see that again one more time. And this is what Larry Holmes took advantage of. This is what Ken Norton took advantage of. Watch it again. I'm going to slow it down completely. And this is Cassius Clay, remember, against Doug Jones. Watch it again. Watch where Ali's guard is so he can't parry off the jab. He lands a jab on Doug Jones too, but watch Doug Jones. So he's bracing for it. Here it comes. Gets caught with this jab because see, he's not parrying off the jab with this right hand. When he jabs, his right hand goes outwards instead of inwards to parry off another jab, to catch it. Joe Louis had the textbook how to parry and catch a jab. Ali doesn't know how to do that. He does jab off the pivot though, which is pretty cool. Alright, let's move on. So that's Cassius Clay, right? He faced Doug Jones in his 18th fight. His 19th fight, he faced Henry Cooper. Alright, so what we've seen here by Muhammad Ali is two things. Two things which are exploitable so far. Well, there's actually three things. The whole weakness in his defense is shown. And the weakness in his defense are the three things. One, when he's throwing a jab, if you time him properly, you could counter over his jab with an overhand right. This is what knocked him down in the first place in the first round. The second one, as we saw here, is when he jabs. If you jab with him, you're more likely to land your jab on him because he does not parry or block or catch the jab. His hand is too far away from his face to be able to do that. And the last thing was that, as you can see, Doug Jones, he was using leaping left hooks on Muhammad Ali. And the leaping left hooks would work because Muhammad Ali, all he does is snap back or pivot. Which leads me to Muhammad Ali versus Henry Cooper. You can pick anyone out there. I'll use this one. Alright. Alright, this is round one. Cassius Clay versus Henry Cooper. We're in real speed. So he's using the jab to establish distance. Henry Cooper is, of course, dipping low, changing levels to get on the inside so he can come up. See, Henry Cooper starts off with a left hook to the body. Lands it. He gets caught with a jab, though. Getting caught with the jab. Get caught with the jab to the body. Cooper uses his jab. There's that leaping left hook. They're blocked by Muhammad Ali, and Muhammad Ali is able to also create distance there. Still gets a left hook to the body. Henry Cooper loves left hooks. Now you're going to see the susceptibility to Muhammad Ali with the left hook here. You also see that he also gets hit with the jab as well. You're going to see that. Henry Cooper again hitting with the left hooks. Muhammad Ali starts his left hook, but he has to throw his hook from way outside. So if Cooper just comes inside of the hook, he won't get hit. There's another left hook by Cooper. One he tries to come over the top with. Ali is able to stop him there. See, when Ali throws his jab, he throws it downwards. Watch how he throws the jab. Oh, what a nice straight right, though. Beautiful stuff. Cooper is hurt by that. Oh, there's a left hook by Cooper as he's clinching. So Ali's saying, hey, man, this man clinched me and he hit me with a left hook. Ali's too far out, still throws his jab. Goes up at the right. Did you see the jab at Cooper while Ali was jabbing? I want to show you it again, but I'm going to slow it down, right? So let me see if I can get it for you guys first. So there you go. We're going to stay right here, slow it down. Watch what happens when Ali tries to jab with Cooper. It's going to happen right about here. See, Ali's hand again is way to the side, so he keeps on getting hit with the jab from Cooper because Cooper jabs straight down the line. And instead of catching the jab or parrying the jab, because when you catch the jab, I wish I could show you what you have to do. Because when you're in alignment there, your hand, your catching hand, you know, Joe Louis was perfect at doing that. Let me show you what Joe Louis would do. So I'm going to just show you a clip of Joe Louis catching a jab here, because Joe Louis is a perfect example of how to catch a jab. Joe Louis. Let's see Joe Louis versus Max Schmeling too. Okay. All right. There you go. There you go. Max Schmeling's throwing a jab. Watch what happens here. Schmeling's come from low to high. Joe Louis is also changing levels. Look where Joe Louis' hand is going to be. See, he catches the jab. When you throw a jab, Joe Louis is able to catch that jab. See, parry so you can catch it. See what I'm saying? Now, the problem with Cassius Clay is he's not able to catch the jab. See, that's the problem with Cassius Clay. He's not able to catch that jab. Watch it again. Look where his hands are. Okay, that's when he was loading up with the overhand right that missed. Alright, it should be around here, I think. There it is. See, he wasn't able to catch the jab. Alright? Whereas Joe Louis, he was able to catch that jab. Right? Because, again, it was how his body's oriented as well. You know, remote footwork. So his feet are in one plane, his upper body's in another plane. Ali, his orientation is a little bit off. So if you throw a jab straight down the pike at Ali, he's not going to be able to catch it or parry it. Okay? So that's why I said that's a problem Ali had. And it's not, I wasn't the first to observe this. I saw it from actually another video that was showing that. And that's why Ken Norton was so successful at jabbing him. That's why Larry Holmes was so successful at jabbing him. Okay? Joe Frazier was more of a hooker. So it was, Joe Frazier, he mostly hook. And you can time Ali and catch him with the hook, or you can time him and catch him with the overhand right. So you can catch him with the overhand right, you can catch him with a hook, and you can catch him with a jab. Amir Khan is the same thing. Amir Khan, you can catch him with a hook. You can also catch him with the overhand right, but you got to time him. You understand what I'm saying? And there's another. It looked like he was going to throw a hook there, because Henry Cooper, that's what he liked to do. He loved to throw hooks. There's Ali throwing that jab, trying to keep range, because the whole thing with Ali is range. It's the same thing with Amir Khan. There's that hook again. He blocks the hook this time because he's far enough away. Alright, so I just wanted to show you guys this film study. Now here's what happened a little later on in the fight, in round 4 of the fight. Alright, so let me see if I can get to round 4. Now Ali did cut Cooper's face, don't get me wrong. Alright, and Ali was a very good fighter, don't get me wrong either. What I'm saying is, see, he's snapping back out of the way of Cooper's jab. See, that's the thing with Ali. Ali, you have to catch Ali when he's jabbing. So he's clowning Cooper right now. Jab to the body right there. Now Ali's doing something that I saw Zab Judah start to do to Floyd Mayweather. When Ali realized that Cooper kept on catching him, he started to change up different looks, and that's what he's doing right there. He's changing up different looks. That probably is round 3. So let me just show you guys round 4. This is the round in which Cassius Clay got knocked down. Again, jab to the pit by Cooper. That's another thing. Ali mostly head hunts. So he's throwing the jab a lot to keep Cooper at bay. Cooper still hits him with a jab to the pit. Cooper really invested to the body. Again, notice they trade jabs. Ali gets hit every time they trade jabs. Watch it again. I'm going to slow it down so you can see it again. Every time they trade jabs. So there's Ali throwing that jab, trying to keep that range. There it is. See, he got hit flush because he does not, Ali just does not, Cassius Clay was called at the time, he does not block the jab. You can send it straight down the pike, he's going to get hit with it. Every single time. And the interesting thing here was that Henry Cooper caught Ali's jab. Watch it again. I want you guys to see it again. See, he's Cassius Clay. This is the supposedly hit or not get hit. Nobody could touch Cassius Clay, right? It's a version of Muhammad Ali that was supposed to be really great, right? Alright, here it comes. Ali misses. He misses Cooper with the shot, and Cooper catches him with the jab straight down the pike because Ali is at the wrong orientation. Look where his hand is. This is supposed to be catching the jab. Where's that hand? Way down here. Way down here. Because Ali's greatest defense is not blocking the jab, it's slipping punches, it's avoiding punches on the outside of your range. You want to see that again? I'm going to show you one more time. This is when he was Cassius Clay. I want you to understand why Larry Holmes would have whooped Ali's ass anytime in Ali's career. Anytime. I'm going to show you one more time. One more time. Alright? Okay. Let's move a little further down into the round because Ali's always open for that left hook. See, they trade jabs. He hits Ali. Every single time he's hitting Ali now with a jab. Just gotta wait for Ali to throw the jab so he can throw it with him. There's that left hook again. He hits him with the left hook. You remind me of Joe Frazier, huh? There's another left hook. Now he busted up his eye. It wasn't because of a punch, but it was because of a headbutt, it seems. That he actually got his eye busted open. Watch it again. See right here? Watch again what happened. Because he's got a busted eye right now, right? See that? He held his eye. And this is why the fight stopped, actually. See, I think it's right here. He butt into Ali and he busted his eye. They said it was from a punch, but it wasn't necessarily from a punch. Watch it again. He doesn't have a busted eye right now. Boom, right there. I think that's where he got his eye busted. Right there, see? See? He actually holds the eye. So it was a clash of heads. Again, let me just show you again. See, his eye's not busted right there, right? There's that left hook. See, they bumped heads. Because he comes out of there with a bleeding eye. See? See, he touches his eye. Alright, I just wanted you to see. Jab to the body. You've been working that body, boy. Slow down Ali. Beautiful stuff. So Ali sees the busted eye, so he starts to work on the busted eye. Okay? But it's actually an accidental clash of heads why that cut happened. Ali wasn't supposed to win that fight based off of a punch that he landed, but it was off an accidental clash of heads. But he starts working the eye now. They trade jabs. Ali lands his. He lands another shot. Two good shots there on Cooper. Tries to tee him off with that overhand right. Cooper starts using his overhand right over the jab. Saw that? Blocks that jab. Nice little jab there. Ali actually catches that one. Jab to the pit. There's that pesky jab. Nice work by Ali. Ooh, there's that left hook again, but Ali rolls it. Good jab by Ali. There's that left hook again. A lot of left hooks. Larry Cooper loves to throw that left hook. Leaping right hook. Leaping right. Left hook by right, and left hook again by Cooper. Straight jab that hits Ali. Left uppercut. There's that left hook again. Ali actually got hit flush with that left hook. He rolled under it. Throws a lead right. Throws a jab. Ooh, another vicious left hook by Cooper. Caught Ali again. Just open for that left hook. There it is. There it is. There it is. Whoever was coaching Joe Frazier did their homework on Muhammad Ali, because this is when Muhammad Ali was Cassius Clay. This is the one that they say, oh, well, Muhammad Ali, man, he would never get hit by Larry Holmes. He would have never get hit by Joe Frazier if, you know, he hadn't retired from boxing. You know what I mean? He was untouchable. This is the untouchable Cassius Clay. Was he really? You saw that he got knocked down by an overhand right by Doug Jones, and you see him now get knocked down by overhand by a left hook by Henry Cooper. Luckily for him, the bell rang. There it is. Let's look at that again. Alright, before we go any further, because see, there are a lot of Muhammad Ali fans, but y'all in fandom, y'all not in reality. I keep on telling you guys, there's a difference between mythos and reality. People say, oh, hardly anybody could touch Muhammad Ali. Henry Cooper touched him up. Touched him up stink too. And the fight ended, not to say that Ali didn't do his thing in round 5. He came out hard on Cooper. Alright, he was busting him up nice and good on that eye. But the point is that the fight was stopped prematurely. But Cooper, who was a left hooker, he was landing it, man. He was landing it on Ali. Right? Throughout Ali's career, he was open for the overhand right. You got to get him to shoot with you. And you throw that overhand right. And guys with shorter reaches than Ali used to hit him with the overhand right. You saw Doug Jones do it. He was open for the leaping left hook. Again, you have to catch him in a trade when he's pulling back on his jab in hand, or pulling back with his right hand, right? You could bob and weave a little bit. You can get on the inside, work his body. Work Ali's body. You don't see Ali running around and jumping around and bouncing around right now, do you? Nope. He's just moving around the ring. Because he couldn't bounce around. Because he was getting hit to the body. You work his body. Overhand right. Ali had a notoriously poor catching arm. He had poor defenses when he's throwing the jab. Catch him while he's jabbing. Like I said, there are 3 flaws in Ali's defense, and it's always been there throughout his career. This is Cassius Clay. What y'all gonna say now? What y'all gonna say now? Oh, he was untouchable as Cassius Clay. Larry Holmes couldn't beat him. He couldn't beat... Larry Holmes would beat Ali anytime, any era, any time in his career. He'd beat him. Because Larry Holmes exploits those parts of Ali's game. That's why Ali had no answer for Larry Holmes in the early rounds. Larry Holmes took over that fight from the get-go. Ali had no reply. Okay? Because he fundamentally is flawed as a fighter in those areas. And I showed you Joe Louis catching the jab. Ali don't catch no damn jab. Look how many jabs Henry Cooper was able to land on Ali just a minute ago. He was able to roll and slip and slide out of the way of the left hook that was coming, but he was not able to avoid those jabs because of flaws. All right, you guys have a great one.